Hello guys, and welcome back to another Borderlands 2 community patch character changes video. Today we are going over Gaige in patches 3.0 and 3.1, and this is actually going to end the series. I've done all characters up to this, so if you want to check out those, I have a playlist on my channel. And always, if you want to download the community patch for yourself or follow Craig the creator, links are in the description down below, so let's get right into it. So Gaige, once again, had a lot of skill changes, because when does she not? So we'll start with the BFF, or Best Friends Forever tree. First skill that changed was Buck Up. It's a Death Trap ability. Death Trap restores the shields of one ally to full, and you gain shield capacity. So the shield capacity is new. It gives just Gaige plus 15%. It's actually pretty good. Like, that skill is already, sometimes it's weird with how the mechanics work, like he'll fill up an enemy instead, but the extra shield capacity is really nice, especially because towards endgame you need shield more than you need health, if you know how health gating works and all that. So it's cool, it's worth picking up now. And then we'll keep working our way down to Explosive Clap. It's a Death Trap ability. Death Trap creates an explosive blast, with his robo hands, dealing explosive damage to all nearby enemies. In addition, it gives you melee damage. So the melee damage is new, but also something that you can't see on the card is the damage was increased, and the animation is also sped up, so it works better than before. And lastly, Sharing is Caring. Grants a copy of your shield to Death Trap, complete with all the bonuses and benefits your shield provides. Also gives you shield capacity and shield recharge rate. So at plus 25% shield capacity and plus 25% shield recharge rate. So that's actually really nice. You can get so many shield boosts in this, especially if you want to use like a Sham or a B shield. You're going to have it up a lot faster, and it's just going to be a lot better overall. So awesome changes in the BFF skill tree. But those were the only changes there. Next, we're going to probably go over to Little Big Trouble, where we will work our way down to Strength of 5 Gorillas, which increases melee damage and gun damage for you, while increasing melee damage for Death Trap. So something that's new is the gun damage. So before, it was just the melee damage, but then they decided, why not add gun damage there? And I actually think now it's worth picking up over Myelin for the increased chance at elemental effects, just because the gun damage is better, and then also when we work our way down further into the tree, there's something else that can kind of counter Myelin if you didn't want to get that anymore. So that's pretty cool. I'm down with that change. More gun damage, I'll take it. Next skill is the Stare. It's a Death Trap ability. Death Trap fires a laser beam, and it sweeps across the battlefield, dealing incendiary damage and possibly igniting enemies. So obviously nothing's different on the card, but what they changed behind the scenes is they doubled the damage and doubled the dot damage. I don't know if any of these skill changes are going to make Death Trap viable as a full pet build, but he is really nice as a support, and that extra damage is pretty cool. Next is Shock and Awe. You gain increased reload speed, and reloading your gun causes an electrical explosion, damaging all nearby enemies. So plus 25% reload speed. That's obviously new, and it does synergize well with the skill. And that's something I do like about this community patch. They've added a lot of changes to the game changer skills, which is nice. Next is 1-2 Boom. It's a Death Trap ability. Death Trap shoots out an orb of energy at an enemy. If you shoot the orb, it will explode, dealing massive shock damage to nearby enemies. In addition, you gain increased explosive damage. So increased explosive damage at plus 15%. Obviously, I would have liked to see shock or even fire, but gain explosive damage is nice if you're using like an Unkempt Herald or some sort of explosive rocket launcher, bada boom, or even your grenade. So it's a nice little addition. I don't know if it still makes it worth picking up, but it's cool. They're trying, which is all you can ask for. And then next we'll work our way down to the capstone, Make It Sparkle. Shooting Death Trap with an elemental weapon charges him with that element, causing his melee attacks to deal additional damage of that element. You also gain elemental effect chance and elemental effect damage. So you can see it gives you plus 30% elemental effect chance and 30% elemental effect damage. So I'm saying if you work your way down to Make It Sparkle, you could take that in Strength of 5 Gorillas instead of taking Myelin, and the elemental effect chance, at least in my mind, would kind of even out. Like, yes, you're not getting the individual ignite, slag, corrode, but you're also getting gun damage. And I just think it's better. So I think that's pretty cool. That's actually like a worthwhile change that could possibly change the meta and how people play and what skills they take for Gaige. Next we'll go to Ordered Chaos, but those were all the skills in Little Big Trouble. So we'll work our way down to Robot Rampage. It's a Death Trap ability. Death Trap lashes out a flurry of attacks. In addition, you gain gun damage at plus 20%. So that's actually pretty great. Like, people are going to start picking that up instead. I know a lot of people just picked it up just because it was there, but getting the extra gun damage is really nice and actually works really well with Anarchy. So that's pretty cool. It also increases Death Trap damage and movement speed, which isn't shown on the card, but it's there. Next is With Claws. So it's a melee override skill. While you have a stack of Anarchy, press your melee button to Digistruct Claws and swipe twice at an enemy, dealing damage based on the number of Anarchy stacks you currently have and restoring health. The lower your health, the more health you gain. The attack consumes an Anarchy stack. In addition, you gain weapon swap speed per Anarchy stack. So in patch 2.0, they already buffed the melee damage to 1.3% per stack. And in this, they added weapon swap speed at 0.625%, which helps if you're trying to switch between a grog nozzle for healing or any type of bladed weapon, just so you can get the extra melee or a rapier or something like that. Really cool skill if you want to be a melee Gaige. I remember back in the day, you used to be able to like farm Hyperius and farm different like raid bosses or Pyro Pete just by swiping at him. Those were the days, guys. Alright, well, and with that, that is the end of this community patch changes series for 3.0 and 3.1. Thank you guys so much for supporting me in these videos. If you want to check out any of the other characters, they are up as well. Patch 2.0 changes are up. And subscribe for more stuff because I have a lot of cool videos coming out. Thank you guys so much for watching and see you guys in the next one.